G'day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue something that I spoke about on my last video, which was about Are You OK Day, which was yesterday, the 10th of September. Now, I've decided to come to a location that's very close to my heart, mainly because I used to come here all the time to do day tours. This place is known as The Gap. The Gap is a very famous location for various reasons. One is absolutely amazing viewing platform for a lot of our tourists from overseas, as well as our locals. Plus also the Gap is a very famous suicide place. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the places from here, but I just wanted to sort of do the introduction here and talk a little bit more after this. G'day everyone, welcome back to The Guiding Man. I'm Henry, and as I said, I've come to a special location close to my heart. It's called The Gap. I'm going to show you the views of The Gap. It's an amazing place. The Gap is a location where a lot of tour companies that I used to work for come to show the guests. I'm just going to turn around so you can see the great views. So that's The Gap there. Basically, that's the entrance to Sydney Harbour, and this is the entrance where Captain Arthur Phillip entered in 1788, as well as Captain James Cook. He sailed past here in the 1770s. Anyway, the reason for this visit today is yesterday was Are You OK Day, and the concept started in 2009 by a man called Gavin Larkin as a non-profit organisation, and it's been going on ever since. Are You OK Day is a once in a year. In my personal opinion, it should be 365 days a year. And the idea is you ask your mate, your friend, your brother, your uncle, anybody, are you okay? And the idea is, find out if they're okay, there's something going on in their head. Sometimes you just need somebody to sort of show a little bit of attention. And that's all you need, somebody that sort of shows that they care. So I came here because there's a very famous story here, a man by the name of Don Ritchie. A famous man, well, he wasn't famous then, but he came back from the Second World War, and he felt like he'd seen a lot of death and destruction. And he wanted to change the world somehow. He didn't know what to do. If you can look over my shoulder up there, a lot of that scaffolding behind me over there, that's where he used to live. And at the moment they're doing some renovations, I believe. But that's where Donald Ritchie used to live. And he used to go and sit in his balcony and see people just acting suspiciously. And where they were is this little rock just here, that rock just there. That's called Eagle Rock. And people would stand on that rock and contemplate life, and then quite often they would jump. Now Don Ritchie saw this happening quite a few times, and he decided to take matters in his own hands. So he would walk out here and approach the people and say, "Are you okay? How can I help you? Is anything I can do for you? I'm going to take my glasses off, just a bit more personalised. It's a bit glary here." But he would quite often say, "What can I do for you?" And people would say, like, "Go away, take a hike, whatever." But quite often people just wanted to be heard. And he said, "Listen, why don't you come back to my place and I'll make you a cup of tea, maybe have dinner, and we'll have a chat." And quite often people would do that. They would go back to his place just over there on my right, on my left, and they would go out and change their mind and turn over a new leaf. And the man has registered 160 lives that he's changed. A lot of people would go out and start a new life, and they'd tell everybody about it, but the authorities reckon it's more like 400 lives. The guy was a legend, an absolute legend. He died about 10 years ago, approximately, but his legacy still lives on. There's little signs here everywhere, to make sure that if you see somebody acting a bit suspiciously, just ask them. And it's not one of these things that doesn't happen anymore. I was here on a tour early last year in 2019, and the whole area was closed off by police tape. And when I went to pull up, the police told me, said, "We have a jumper." So somebody was trying to end their life, which is not a good thing. So do your best. Ask your friends, do you need a hand? Are you okay? Let's have a coffee. Let's have a chat. Sometimes it's just getting things off your chest, which really changes people's lives. So I just went for a little drive just to get out of the house as well. and I just wanted to add to that little list of videos that I've added. This one is known as The Gap. I'll just turn it around so you can see it. It's a beautiful location here in Sydney. That's the entrance to Sydney Harbour, and over there, just over there, around the corner from there, is a place called Manly. It's a beautiful location. Around the corner from this side, just over this side here, is Bondi Beach. For those of you that know Sydney, Bondi Beach, one of the most famous beaches we have here in Sydney in the eastern suburbs. So a UOK day yesterday was a very successful day, and you know, just Don Ritchie legacy lives on. So I encourage people to sort of reach out and ask somebody, not just on the 10th of September, but every other day. If you see somebody that doesn't look okay, just go and ask them, what's up? Tell me all about it. And unfortunately, it's a very male thing that, you know, we don't talk about it to anybody. We hold it in and until you erupt, and then by that time it's too late. So if you grab it early, you know, it can change lots of things. It's happened to me as well. Now, the other thing also is, you know, you got to meet people halfway. You know, if you're feeling really down and out, if you stay inside your house locked up in four walls, it doesn't help. You know, people aren't going to come and knock on your door and say, you okay? You need to get out and be where the people are. So if you don't know what to do, go 10-pin bowling, go and join a club, take an interest, photography, you know, bushwalking. You can join bushwalking clubs. That's good for your health, and you meet lots of people. There are lots of people out there that are lonely, and all they need to do is go and join a club and an organisation. And I'll tell you something that happened to me a long time ago, 20 years ago. A couple of mates of mine and I decided to get together, have a couple of beers and just talk some crap. And we went 10-pin bowling in one of our local 10-pin bowling centres here. And we were bowling, having a great time, and the manager of the club came over, of the bowling alley came over and said, hey, what are you guys doing? And we said, oh, we're bowling. What do you think? He said, no. He said, you like doing bowling? And I said, yeah, we love it. He said, why don't you join a league? And I said, what the hell's a league? And he said, that's, you come in every week, you compete with other people. And we thought, you know what, that wouldn't be bad. So we came back the following week, we bought shoes, you know, eventually we bought a ball, and we started competing against other people. Eventually, we won the championship, and we won the highest average game. We did this, that. We were there for 7 years. But I made some wonderful friends. Some of those friends are still friends of mine right now. You know who you are, Lita and Veg, wonderful people. I was their driver at their wedding. I did a huge burnout outside the church, which nobody knows about, but that's a different story. But I made some great friends, and it's a great way to get out and meet people. So join a local club, bushwalking club, anything that you have an interest in, but don't stay home and feel sorry for yourself, because it just gets worse. You know, get out, get some sunshine, get some good exercise, and be friendly. Just smile at somebody. You'd be surprised how much people smile back at you, you know. Things are too tough at the moment with COVID. Earlier this year, I went through hell in March, April, and all it takes is somebody to call you. And this is another great story. I'm full of stories, by the way. I'm full of something, whatever it is. But another great friend of mine, Peter's just sent me a text message and said, hey, Henry, how's it going? And I said, I'm really bad. I'm in a bad shape. So he didn't reply straight away, and I thought, oh, that's a bit rude of him, but he did the best thing. He picked up the phone and actually rang me. And we were on the phone for 45 minutes. And it was a wonderful conversation because I got everything off my chest. Subsequent to that, 2 weeks later, we met up with another colleague, and we had coffee, we had a meal, and you know, it just felt so much better. So now we're doing it every month. A whole bunch of us get together and just share some stories and get things off your chest. And that's what we do. It's slowly growing by numbers. So each time we have more and more people. So reach out to friends. Now that's why I'm doing these videos, The Guiding Man. Because I want to help others, you know, because somebody helped me, and I think it's my duty now to do what somebody did to me to everyone else. So by doing it on video, I can actually reach out to a lot more people. So I've got a lot of friends that travel with me from overseas, particularly United States. So hopefully you'll get this video and share it with everyone else, and it'll be a wonderful thing. Sorry, I've been staring at the camera, looking at myself. How vain is that? But I should have been looking at the lens and make it a bit more personal. But I am squinting a little bit. It's very bright. It's a great day at the moment. So I think I might just call it quits for now. This is what I wanted to talk about. Are you okay? And also getting out of the house and just, you know, living life. You know, joining a club, play a musical instrument, do photography, anything that gets you out of the house and makes you feel a lot better. So we'll continue on another time, but for now, thank you very much for listening, and if you like this video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you feel like you have somebody who's struggling. Maybe if they watch a couple of these videos, they may sort of change their attitude. Oh, look, I've got a little friend, a little bird down here, little magpie. Just show him down here. I don't know if you can see him. There's a little magpie, just came to say hello. You'd be surprised, quite often I sit on a park bench just eating a sandwich, and these wonderful birds will come up and just talk to you. Right there, that's a magpie. It's one of our local birds. They're highly intelligent birds, and quite often you'd be surprised, these birds they know they have a connection with people. I had a magpie in my roof. It was stuck inside the roof, and basically I saved it. And you know what? During magpie season, which is springtime here in Sydney, we usually get swooped by magpies. I haven't been swooped for about 4 years since I rescued that magpie. I think they all tell each other, that guy's cool, or that guy's okay, leave him alone. I wouldn't call myself cool. But anyway, that's enough blabbering. Thank you very much. Thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and hopefully I can do a few more of these, and we can all join together and help each other out. So take care, and see you again soon.